Hey guys, Timothy Banfield here. I just finished editing 2 videos, but while I was doing it, I found out something, and I felt really bad. I actually found out that the audio on me wasn't coming through my Blue Spark. It was actually coming through the webcam mic, which is really, really bad audio. And so, and it was too late for me to like go back and fix it. I mean, that's how the video was recorded. So I just took the audio and I just kind of cleaned it up. Now, this audio in front of you isn't isn't bad. I mean, this audio is actually from the Blue Spark, so it's actually fine. But I did want to show you what I did. Now, if it's audio coming from a webcam or from your laptop or like a headset mic. Normally, those have what's called a noise cancellation software kind of built in. They're designed to, by default cancel out any background noise. And, that can be useful if it's a good, it's really good, but most of the time it ends up giving the audio kind of a sharp, tingy kind of sound, like as if it was coming from like a metal tube, because it cuts out all the low tones and all you get is the high tones, and it kind of amplifies the high tones. So it's kind of a sharp sound to have to listen to. So what I actually did is I actually took that audio and I compressed it first thing to balance out all the audio, so everything would the highs and the lows would be closer together. So if I was whispering in the video, you'd still be able to hear me. Or if I was yelling, it wouldn't be that loud. So that was the first thing that I did. I probably should have found a smaller audio file to do this on. But I'm actually going to cut it down after this is done. All right, just going to delete that right there. Don't need that. All right, okay. Okay, after I compressed it, I made everything a lot more balanced. I'm going to normalize it. This I've talked about this before. -3 dB. That puts it at kind of the sweet spot of audio. It's not going to be too loud, not going to be too quiet. All right, and like I said, since it was from my Logitech built-in mic, it was very sharp sound, a lot of sibilance to it. So after I compressed it, I went in, and this is basically the setting that I did. I'm going to try to match it perfectly for you. I'm going to bring up the low tones a lot, because with the automatic noise cancellation software, it's basically cut out all of the low tones. I'm going to bring up the mids a little bit, and then I'm basically from that point, from 2000 kilohertz, basically going to cut all of the high tones out, almost all the high tones. So it's going to get rid of that sibilance sound. It's going to get rid of that S's and the T's and the sharp tinginess to it. It sounds like it if you have too much noise cancellation, or you process something with noise editing software too much, it'll sound like it's in like a metal tube, and it'll end up not being really usable, and it'll be too sharp because it's getting rid of the low tones, which is where most of the noise is. Most of your noise exists in this realm, below 100 hertz, and most spoken word exists above 1,000, and this mid range is like is between them. So that's kind of what I did. And it made the audio sound a whole lot better. It got rid of that sharpness. I did the best that I could, but if you have a similar problem, if you find that your videos, like if you're using a headset mic, earphone headset head mic, or you're using the mic on your laptop or on your webcam, you might be able to edit the audio like that. Compression. I'm going to show you the compression settings real quick. If you're using Audacity, just basically Now, depending on what your voice sounds like, if you have a lower pitched voice, you're gonna have to tweak these settings. Or you have higher pitched voice, you're gonna have to tweak these settings. Or if you get really, really loud, you're very higher energy, then your settings are gonna look different. But just basically set it to this, and then just kind of play with it and see. The point is you don't want it to cut off too much, and you don't want it to bring up too much of your whispering to the point that it sounds like you're shouting. But anyway, so that's what I did. Hopefully it sounds better. And thanks you guys for watching, and I'll catch you later. Peace.